Beautiful people, welcome back to yet another absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic episode of the Ignite Your Purpose Show podcast vlog, where you and me, because I am the storyteller, talk about external, we'll call it external happenings in my day-to-day life, where I can take them and use them as some form of expansion for my own knowledge, my own spirituality. Now, Ignite Your Purpose is all about what is it about? Oh my God, sorry. Longevity through a healthy lifestyle. That's what I'm talking about every day. It's a mix of the mental, physical, and spiritual knowledge, the mind, body, soul trifecta, as that I've deemed. And every day it's trying to be better than we were yesterday. And that's why I use these kind of external happenings, situations in my life to expand myself, right? To be better than I was yesterday. And then I spit that at you guys. And today I want to talk to you about I guess, yeah, I don't want to say cousin because it's not really a cousin, but whatever that realm of family is in my life. And they're going through some things, and their child, is not young anymore, man. 30 years old, I think, 30, between 28 and 32, something in there, right? And the learning curve here is doing someone else a disservice, all right? Now, I don't think my man, and I don't want to say cousin because that's not the correct word, but somewhat some fight form of, relative who isn't like a super close relative. But I know the guy, and he's a pretty cool kid. I think he's the only brother actually, so it's all females and him. Anyway, long story short, the family was over here talking to me, and the mom and dad, obviously older than I am, and they were telling me how, they want to retire. They really want to retire. They really want to do this. They really want to travel more. So, I'm sipping my tea and I'm like, man, that's awesome. It's 2019, man. Like, we're promised tomorrow. What's going on? And they were like, well, for the last X amount of years, not months, not weeks, we're talking continual years. You hear the words that are coming out. 365 days multiplied by numerous 365 days. Over and over and over again, where they have been forking out their hard-earned dollars to their son. And, my train of thought, and this is where I try and be better, right? I didn't have that upbringing. I did not have that luxury, so it's absolutely foreign to me. And I could go two ways with this. One is this: if that gentleman, if my man was working his ass off to create something, the next Tesla, the next, I don't know, Bill Gates, the next he was doing something where they were almost investing in him so that he had the time to work 18, 22, 12, however many hours per day and grind this thing out, right? All the power to you. I would completely understand that, because that would be no different than trying to get, somebody to invest in you. Okay, cool. But when we are forking out someone's livelihood, basically, right? Like, you're allowing them to do nothing for 24 hours a day because they don't have to. They just know somebody's going to fork that bill. You could talk about socialism. We could talk about a lot of things. We don't want to get into that. I want to say this, though. If you've ever seen the difference between a horse that has been tamed and a wild horse, if you don't, Google it on YouTube. It is amazing to see a human in its natural development and then have it stifled. All right. How do we catch most game animals? We take away their ability to hunt for themselves. So we start feeding them. We put a cage around them. Again, do your research on YouTube on how they domesticate animals. If we do that to ourselves, you don't wake up with a purpose. You don't wake up wanting to do something because you don't have to. I think about all the tribes, all the native to whatever land it is that have been put on pieces of land and, tossed to the side, and you don't have to fend for themselves anymore because there's a monthly check coming in. It takes away. What if that gentleman was the guy to cure cancer? What if, you see what I'm saying there? And I just think it's such a disservice, and we do it because we love people, right? But it's actually stifling their growth. We've all heard of the caterpillar going into the butterfly. Again, if you don't know that story, look it up. But we are doing somebody a disservice by providing for them. You need help, that's one thing. But years, that's getting a bit much. Months, that's even getting a bit much. You need some help for a week or two to get back on your feet, to find your hustle, to find your love, to find your groove. I get it. But at some point, we do disservice to those we love by, us taking on the responsibility for them. We are not the universe. We don't have all the answers. We're not supposed to work our asses off, finger to the bone, not take vacations so that they can do nothing. And I mean that honestly. I looked into it. I'm not talking bullshit. I'm asking this guy, what are you doing? And it's gaming. It's going out for drinks with the boys at night. It's trying to find a girl, all these things that mom and pop are forking out for. And that seems a little off to me. As always, in the comments, let me know what you think, man. Maybe I'm crazy as because I didn't have that upbringing. I don't have that luxury. I was putting a roof over my head at 16, man. I had to get out there and figure it out. And it is a blessing and a curse. I think I learned a lot. And I also think that I missed out on a lot, but I wouldn't be who I am without that. And that could also be true for him. You know what I mean? So again, give me your feedback. I'd love to know. That's what this is about. It's about learning. It's about taking those situations and evolving from them, because that's what we're supposed to do. Spiritually evolve, beautiful people. Ignite your purpose. We will talk to you tomorrow, and I appreciate each and every one of you and your time, because I know you could be anywhere in the world, and you was right here with me, and I damn well appreciate that. Talk to you soon.